Hello guys. Previously we were talking about the Nancy Gray when she got off the bus. So there was no seat for her. In the continuation, the writer says none of the men offered her their seat because they wanted to see what would happen when Nancy tried to move Red Dog. This was there. Everybody was just waiting for it that as she is unaware of the dog, and she will definitely remove the dog from the seat and she will herself sit there. Down, said Nancy, who wasn't going to take any nonsense from an animal. She didn't expect any nonsense from an animal, so that's why she said down to the red dog. Red Dog looked up at her and settled himself into his seat more firmly. When the red dog heard this, so he firmly seated itself there, uh, settled himself into his seat more firmly. More firmly, he settled himself. Bad dog, exclaimed Nancy. And the dog curled his lip and gave a low growl. Growl, a sound that a dog create. Bad dog, she said. Nancy was a little bit shocked and drew back out at the same time. She was almost sure that this dog would never bite her. She was sure because at least is the dog go with all the people, so that is why she was sure that the dog will not bite her. His expression wasn't quite fierce, and because the expression of the dog was not so fierce. Fierce means khatarnak, danger. The men in the bus began to laugh at her. You will never get him out of there, said one of them said. You will never ever get him out of there. Because they knew it and she was a new she didn't know. That's his seat, said another. दूसरे ने जवाब दिया कि that is his seat. No one sits there when red wants it. When the red wants it, no one sat there. Nancy faced the men and began to blush because this was very embarrassing for her. She began blush. It was embarrassing, embarrassing. To be outfaced. To be outfaced मतलब शिकस्त लेना किसी से by a dog and busload of minors. This was not. It was embarrassing for her that this time she will definitely sit on the seat because she would not accept any defeat. Determined not to give in, she sat down gingerly on the very edge of the seat. बिल्कुल किनारे पर she sat there, where a red dog wouldn't be disturbed. She thought that the red dog would not be disturbed. Red dog was disturbed, however, even then, red dog was disturbed. This was his seat, and everyone knew it. What was more, the whole seat was his, and not just a half of it. Completely all seat was his. He did not allow anybody to sit on his seat. He traveled around as much as he wanted on the company buses, and he always had the seat behind the driver. This was permanent, that whenever and whichever bus come or whatever the vehicle comes, so the red dog used to sit behind the driver. It was emphatically his seat and no one else. He showed Nancy his teeth and growled again because he did not like and he did not allow her. So that's why he also showed his teeth. Well, aren't you a charmer? She said, but she did not budge. She did not budge from the seat. Red Dog could see that threats weren't doing any good, so he decided to push her off the seat. He turned around, stuck his nose under her thigh, and pushed. Now he tried another way to push her from the seat. I think it's enough for today, and we will continue in the next class. So you will see another video for the next for tomorrow, inshallah. Thank you so much.